Welcome back to a new video guide. That is a sneeze, and that is one of the 50 action verbs we will be learning today. To hit, to study, to arrive, to carry, to spit, to press, to paint, to travel,
To spin.
to propose, you propose, to ask, to touch, to exercise, to balance, to count, to lick, to steam, to learn, is to exit, to sleep, to bake, to punch, to enter, to bend, is to teach, to sneeze. I'm going to sneeze, I'm sneezing, and I just sneezed, to sneeze.
Achoo.
Like that. Next action verb. The next action verb is to spit. I didn't actually spit, but you get the idea. To spit. Don't spit, it's kind of gross and a little rude, but that is another action. To spit. I'm going to spit, I'm spitting, I just spit. Let's continue. The third action verb is to ask. Hey, what time is it?
It is 1:59.
1:59? Okay. So to ask means to say a question because you want information or you want to know something. To ask. I'm going to ask him a question. I'm asking a question. He raised his hand to ask a question. Or past tense, he asked a question. If you ask a question to someone, what do? They answer the question. So the next action verb is to answer.
Is it hot today?
Yes, it is very hot. To answer. I'm going to answer the question. I'm answering the question. I answered the question. To answer. So it's to give a reply to a question someone asks you.
What's a question that you ask that has no answer or that you don't expect an answer for?
So if you ask a question but you're not expecting an answer, that is called a rhetorical question. It's just a question you pose but you don't really expect an answer at all. You're just asking the question. A rhetorical question. Next action verb. So now you can start with the 3,000 word PDF, continue with the next 2,000 word PDF, or get both together as the full 5,000 most common English words PDF. The next action verb is to explain. So right now I'm standing on the stone path in this park. It's quite shady and it is pretty hot because it is the middle of summer right now, so the temperature is very high, and that's just due to the part of the world we're in. To explain. I just explained my situation and a little bit about the weather. So to explain means to make something clear by giving an explanation or details. To explain. A lot of the time in class and in school or even at your work, someone will ask you to explain this. Explain this problem. Explain your solution. For example, I explained the rules of the game slowly and everyone understood. I'm going to explain, I'm explaining, I explained. Next action verb. The next action verb is to teach. So I'm going to teach you how to take a nice photo. You never want to use the default 1x setting. You always want to use the 2x or 4x setting. That way the image is much closer and it provides a much nicer picture. And then from there, we can take a picture. So I just taught you how to take a picture. So to teach means to help someone learn a skill or understand something by giving a lesson or guidance. To teach. I'm going to teach him how to swim. I'm teaching him how to swim. I just taught him how to swim. Next verb. If teachers teach, what do students do? They learn. So the next verb is to learn. So to learn means to get new knowledge or a new skill through study, practice, or experience. To learn. I'm learning Spanish, so I practice speaking every day. I'm learning English, so I always watch comprehensible input videos on YouTube. She learned how to cook simple recipes online. I will learn how to swim. To learn. So, what is this action that I'm doing right now?
You're kneeling.
Correct. So it's to kneel. I'm going to kneel. I'm kneeling. I kneeled. And what do you call it when you kneel and you go like this?
You propose.
To propose. You propose to someone. So I'm going to propose to my girlfriend on Saturday. Can you help me? I'm proposing next weekend. I proposed 3 years ago and she said no. L in the chat. Spam that shit. What did I just do? What is this action? Or this action? Or this action? What is this action? To touch. To touch means to put your hand or another part of your body on something or someone. To touch. Example sentences. Please don't touch the wet paint on the wall. She touched his shoulder gently to get his attention. I'm going to touch, I'm touching, and I touched. To touch. Touch. Now, what is this action? To squeeze. To squeeze. I'm going to squeeze my hand. I'm squeezing my hand. I just squeezed my hand. Some example sentences are, I squeezed the lemon over the fish to add a fresh, sour taste. Or, she squeezed the toothpaste carefully so she wouldn't use too much. To squeeze. The next action verb is to improve. To improve means to become better at something. You can improve your English with EasySpeak AI. EasySpeak AI gives you real speaking practice anytime, anywhere. It helps you practice based on your levels, your goals, and the real situations where you actually need English. With 12 plus AI tutors, you can choose the style you want. Friendly, professional, casual, or more serious, depending on how you learn. EasySpeak personalizes lessons based on your current level, your learning purpose, and the specific situations where you'll learn English, like travel, work, school, daily life, or conversations with friends. Each topic has different difficulty levels, so you can practice phrases that match your level and learn how to speak more naturally in real life. Hey Ava, can you help me practice travel action verbs like order, ask, explain, and choose?
I'd love to help, Volka. Should we practice how to order food or how to ask for directions first?
Let's practice how to ask for directions first.
If you were lost in a new city, how would you ask a local to explain the way to the nearest train station?
I would ask them, hello, do you know where the nearest train station is?
Excellent. To sound even more natural, you could say, excuse me, could you tell me where the nearest train station is?
Can we now practice how to order food at a restaurant while I'm traveling?
If you were at a busy bistro, how would you ask the waiter to explain the ingredients in a dish before you order?
I would just ask the waiter, excuse me, can you please tell me what ingredients are in this dish?
Perfect and very clear.
This feels like a real conversation. The tutor responds naturally, corrects you, and helps turn simple vocabulary into real sentences you can actually use. After you practice, the review section saves useful phrases, shows corrections, and helps you see how you're improving over time. If you want to practice real English speaking, download EasySpeak AI using the link in my description. Thank you, EasySpeak AI, for sponsoring this video. What action was that? To carry. To carry. So to carry means to hold something or to take it from one place to another. To carry. I am going to carry my bag. I am carrying my bag. I carried my bag across the bridge. To carry. Some example sentences are, she carried her laptop in her backpack to avoid getting robbed on the train. Another one is, the dad carried his son to the car because he was sleeping and didn't want to wake him up. The next word is to balance. So I'm going to balance on this bridge. To balance. Some example sentences are, he balanced the tray in one hand while he opened the door with the other. I'm going to balance on this bridge. I'm balancing on this bridge. I balanced myself on this bridge. To balance. To balance. I'm balancing on one foot. What am I doing now? I'm hitting this tree. To hit. To hit means to strike something with your hand or an object. To hit. I'm going to hit this tree. I'm hitting this tree. I just hit this tree. Some example sentences are, he hit the ball hard and it went over the fence. Another one is, she hit her elbow hard on the table and winced from the pain. To hit. A very similar action verb is To punch. To punch is to hit something with a closed fist. To punch. I'm going to punch this tree. I'm punching this tree. I just punched this tree. To punch. Some example sentences are, he punched through the drywall. She punched the air in joy when she heard the good news. Yeah, yeah. She punched. Can you guys guess the next action verb? To exercise. To exercise. I'm going to exercise. I'm exercising. I just exercised. Some example sentences are, he exercises a lot to get into shape. He started to exercise regularly after his doctor told him he needs to take care of his health. But my favorite exercise is over here. Let me show you. This is the most important exercise.
What muscle are you working out?
Every muscle. Ooh. Dude, that hurts my butt, dude. That has no grip. Let me sit closer.
I'm kidding. My favorite exercise is over here.
I don't think you're gonna fit in that one.
That was just a joke. This is my favorite one.
Here, I'll give you a push.
This is an exercise. This is exercising the mind.
This is exercising me.
We're exercising right now.
Yeah.
It's hard work. You can see I'm sweating. I am exercising. We could actually add some more action verbs. Right now, I'm swinging my feet forward and backward. Forward and backward. I'm swinging my feet. That just keeps the momentum going. So I'm swinging my feet. That's why they call this a swing, because the swing is also swinging. I am swinging. I'm going to swing. I'm swinging. I swung.
You know, the last swing I was on was the one in Ecuador, in Baños,
Oh yeah,
off the end of the world.
that was really cool, dude. We took a full video of that and everything, but everything got stolen. Low-key, I could fall asleep here. Next action verb, to sleep. And since it's comprehensible input, I actually have to do it. So I'll go to sleep right now. I'm going to sleep. I'm sleeping. I slept for 5 hours last night. I low-key can fall asleep. Let's get out of this. Back to the action verbs. Can you guys tell me the next action verb? Here is a hint. It doesn't have anything to do with working out or exercising. What is this action verb? To press. To press. I'm going to press. I'm pressing. I pressed. Some example sentences are, I pressed the button in the elevator to go up. And another one is, he pressed his hand against his cut to stop the bleeding. To press. To press. Usually with your finger or your hand. To press. Another action verb is to spin.
Oh, wow. I'm getting dizzy. Actually,
You're not even going that fast. Let me help you out.
No, chill. We can learn 2 action verbs here. The first is to spin. I am spinning. I'm going to spin. I spun. Oh, wow. I'm getting dizzy. I'm dizzy.
Oh, I didn't get that. We have to redo that whole clip.
Oh, yo, I'm about to puke.
How balanced are you? Try to... You'll...
Dude, you have no idea how dizzy I am right now.
Yeah, it doesn't look like you're going fast, but makes you feel so dizzy.
I am dizzy.
All that, those 2 energy hydration drinks are gonna come out.
I am going to puke. Yo, time out, ref. I was dazed. A very common phrase is dazed and confused. Okay, let me lock in for a second here.
I feel so dizzy right now too, and I wasn't even there for 2 seconds.
3,000. That is the amount of words you need to understand up to 95% of spoken English. But if you want to keep improving after that, I've now added the next 2,000 most common English words. So now you can start with the 3,000 word PDF. continue with the next 2,000 word PDF, or get both together is the full 5,000 most common English words PDF that will allow you to understand up to 98% of spoken English. Each PDF includes clear definitions, real examples, and simple organization to help you stop studying random words and focus on the vocabulary that actually matters. You can get them from the link in the description or at volkaenglish.com. Next action verb. Also, what action is this?
Bending.
Bending. To bend. I'm going to bend this leaf. I'm bending this leaf. I bent this leaf. Another example sentence is, I'm bending over to pick something up. He bent over the railing because he dropped his phone. To bend. What is this next action verb? To smell. I'm smelling these flowers. To smell. I'm going to smell the flowers. I'm smelling the flowers. I smelt the flowers.
What if you smelt it, you dealt it?
You smelt it, you dealt it. That's also like a common thing people say in English. It just means if someone's like, oh, who farted? If someone says that, then they are probably the ones that farted. So you say, oh, you smelt it, you dealt it. So if you smelt it, they smelt it because they said it first, then you dealt it. You're the one that did it, the fart. You smelt it, you dealt it. To smell flowers. When you're talking about past tense, you can say I smelt or I smelled. I just smelled the flowers. I smelled the flowers. Some example sentences are, when I walked past a bakery, I smelled the scent of fresh bread. She smelled the milk before pouring it into her coffee to make sure it was still good. To smell. The next action verb is to leave. I am going to leave the playground. I am leaving. I just left the playground. Some other example sentences are, I left the house quietly because everyone was still sleeping. She left her phone at the restaurant, so she went back to go get it. To leave. What action is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What action is that? I am counting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. To count. I am going to count. I am counting. I counted how many apartment buildings there are here. Some example sentences are, I counted how much cash I had in my wallet. Another example sentence is, she counted the number of students twice to make sure everyone was there. To count. The next action verb is to enter. I just entered the mall. To enter. I'm going to enter the mall. I'm entering the mall, and I entered the mall. And the opposite of to enter is to exit. Now I'm going to exit the mall. I'm exiting the mall. I'm going to exit the mall. I'm exiting the mall, and I exited the mall. Some example sentences are, he exited the ride early because he was scared. And she exited the app because it wasn't working. To exit. After we entered the mall, we found a skating rink. I love skating. Do you guys like skating? Can you skate? And if you were given the opportunity, would you try skating? Look at that guy, like a figure skater on ice. Aren't they all?
Yeah, no helmets is kind of crazy though.
Normally they make you wear helmets because if you fall, you can really hurt yourself. But here, I guess that's just like not even mandatory. You just wear whatever. And trust me, if you hit your head on that ice, it's cracking open. And that ice is white, so you're gonna see the blood stain on there forever.
Oh yeah.
Next action verb is to paint. To paint. This is a painting, and you paint a painting. You paint a painting. So I'm going to paint. I'm painting. I painted this. Some example sentences are, I painted the living room wall. I painted the living room wall. I painted my friend's room bright pink as a prank. To paint. Next is To stir. I'm stirring the water in this pot. I'm going to stir this pot. I'm stirring. I just stirred the water in this pot.
Isn't stirring the pot also an idiom?
Yes, yes it is. Stirring the pot means like literally stirring a pot, but it also means to like cause trouble or create unnecessary conflict. You're stirring the pot, you're kind of instigating, saying, oh, he said this, she said that, trying to make people fight when really they wouldn't fight unless you said something. So you're stirring their pot, you're causing drama, you like it. It's like you enjoy that, stirring the pot. Don't be friends with people that stir the pot unless it's for your benefit, because it's your mortal enemy. Yeah. The next action verb is to steam. I'm going to steam these vegetables to cook them. To steam. So to steam means to cook food using hot steam from boiling water. So I'm boiling this water and then I'll steam these vegetables. And here you can see when I open the lid, there'll be a lot of steam. You can kind of see steam coming up. So I'm going to steam these vegetables. I'm steaming these vegetables and I steamed the vegetables. To steam. Don't just watch this lesson and forget it. Get the workbook for this video on my website and practice everything from the lesson more deeply. Inside, you'll review the grammar, vocabulary, tenses, sentence patterns, comprehension questions, and real English from this video with clear explanations and exercises. Watching helps you understand, but practicing helps you remember. And when you buy 5 or more workbooks, you automatically get 30% off at checkout. The link is in the description or at volkaenglish.com. Yo, what are you working on?
Yo, I'm working on my channel right now. I just started. I'm going to be posting once a week if you guys want to check it out.
I'll be posting my shadowing stories on my second channel, Volka. And I've also started posting these videos as podcasts. Unfortunately, our kitchen doesn't have an oven, but usually the oven is right below the stove. So usually there's an oven here and you use an oven to bake. To bake. To bake means to cook food in an oven using dry heat. I'm going to bake a loaf of bread. I'm baking banana bread. I just baked a cake. To bake. The next action verb is to lick. To lick means to touch something with your tongue, either to taste it or to clean it. Dogs lick their paws. People usually lick spoons to try the food. They lick to try it, to see if the flavor is good. Maybe it needs more salt. Some example sentences are: the chef dipped his finger in the sauce and licked his finger. I'm going to lick this spoon. The chef is licking his finger. The dog licked his paw. To lick. The next verb is to study. I am studying Spanish on my laptop. To study. To study means to spend time learning about a subject by reading, practicing, or taking notes. To study. I'm going to study. I'm studying. I studied a lot. I want you guys to make a sentence using the verb to study and leave it in the comments. Make a sentence in the comments. To work. I am going to work. I am working. I worked. To work means to do a job or task that needs effort to achieve a result or earn money. To work. I'm going traveling. To travel. I'm going to travel. I'm traveling. I traveled to many countries this year. To arrive. I just arrived home after many months of travel. I'm going to arrive tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. I'm arriving now. I arrived last night. To arrive. I arrived at my hotel very late. To stretch. I'm stretching to the top shelf. I'm going to stretch. I'm stretching. I stretched my arm out as far as I could. To stretch. I am unpacking my suitcase. I am unpacking unpacking my suitcase. I'm going to unpack my suitcase. I'm unpacking my suitcase. I unpacked my suitcase. To unpack. That means to take my stuff out and put it somewhere else, usually back where I got it from. The opposite of that is to pack. I'm packing my suitcase. I'm packing my suitcase. I'm putting stuff in my suitcase, like clothes, toiletries, chargers, and anything you might need when you're traveling, or even when you're just going to work. I'm packing my laptop, some pens, paper, and other accessories before I go to work. To pack. I'm going to pack. I'm packing. I packed. To lock. To lock. To unlock. To lock. I just locked my door. To lock. I'm going to lock. I'm locking. I locked my door. Hey, can I borrow your tripod?
Yes, you can.
Perfect, thanks. I'll return it in a few hours. So to borrow means to use something or take something from someone for a few hours and then give it back. Obviously in the same condition. To borrow, it's temporary. I'm going to borrow. I'm borrowing. I borrowed. If I'm borrowing this from Leon, Leon is lending it to me. So he's lending it to me. So he's letting me use this for a short amount of time and then I need to return it. So I am borrowing and he is lending. He's lending and I'm borrowing. I'm going to lend my car to my friend tomorrow. I'm lending my car to my neighbor. I lent him $500.
Hey, what are you doing?
I'm just sending a message to my friend. To send. You can send an email, send a text message, send a video, send a reel, send a TikTok. Send. To send. I will send you a message tomorrow. I'm sending him a postcard from Thailand. He sent me many photos after his trip. To send. I just received a message from my friend. To receive. You can also receive things like gifts or objects. So to receive means you get something that someone sends you or gives you. I will receive an email tomorrow from my company. I'm receiving many spam calls. I received a card yesterday. Where is it? I'm searching for my leftovers. Maybe someone ate them. To search. It means to look carefully for someone or something, usually because you cannot find it. To search. I'm going to search my fridge. I'm searching my fridge. I searched my fridge. Oh, I found my leftovers. To find. To find. I found my leftovers. I'm going to try to find it tomorrow. I found my leftovers. Container of rice. Yummy in my tummy, bro. To gather. I think I'll use this. To gather. I'm gathering the ingredients I need to cook dinner. To gather. To gather means to bring things or people together. To gather. I'm going to gather all my ingredients tomorrow. I'm gathering my ingredients for dinner. We gather together outside the forest. To gather. To decorate. I'm decorating my wall with this painting. Oh. I just hung up this painting to decorate my living room. To decorate. I'm going to decorate my whole house with paintings. I'm decorating my room right now. I decorated my room. Do you understand English but feel nervous when you speak? Join my Patreon for my speaking, pronunciation, and shadowing course with over 90 video lessons. You'll practice pronunciation, accent, rhythm, and natural speaking with step-by-step video lessons, plus new lessons every week. Get it in the description.